In the small, seemingly tranquil town of Ravenswood, an eerie and unsettling silence hung heavy in the air. It was a silence that unsettled even the bravest of souls. The moon, hidden behind a shroud of thick clouds, cast a feeble glow on the deserted streets. The wind whispered through the trees, sending shivers down anyone's spine who dared to venture out into the night. But on this particular night, an ominous presence had descended upon Ravenswood, one that would haunt the town for generations to come. The tale began with a peculiar disappearance, that of young Sarah Matthews. She had been a bright and vivacious girl, known for her infectious laughter and boundless curiosity. On the night she vanished, her parents, Jonathan and Martha Matthews, were frantic. They had last seen her heading to bed with her favorite teddy bear clutched tightly in her arms, but when they checked on her later, she was gone, leaving only the teddy bear behind. The entire town mobilized to search for Sarah, but as the days turned into weeks, hope began to wane. Whispers of dark legends and folklore began to circulate among the townsfolk, tales of a malevolent entity that had stalked Ravenswood for centuries, appearing only on nights when the moon was veiled by heavy clouds. The nights grew colder and the darkness deeper as the townspeople locked themselves inside their homes, fearing the approaching storm and the lurking horror it concealed. The town's once familiar streets now seemed like labyrinthine corridors leading to the unknown. Every creak of a floorboard or rustle of the wind outside sent shivers down their spines, for they knew that Sarah was not the first to disappear mysteriously in Ravenswood. As the storm raged on, the town's power flickered, casting ominous shadows that danced on the walls. Martha Matthews, unable to bear the torment any longer, ventured into the cellar to retrieve some candle. She descended the rickety wooden stairs cautiously, her breath quivering as the cold, damp air enveloped her. The cellar was a place she had always found unsettling, a place she had always avoided. She reached the bottom, her trembling hand found the candle, and just as she struck a match to light it, a chilling voice whispered from the shadows, "You shouldn't have come down here, Martha." Her heart stopped as she turned to see a ghastly figure emerging from the darkness, its eyes gleaming with malevolence. Back in the living room, Jonathan sensed that something was amiss. He climbed down the cellar stairs and was met with a horrifying. Martha's lifeless body lay crumpled on the ground, the candles casting an eerie glow on her pale face. The figure, now more corporeal, turned to face him, revealing the sinister visage of a spectral being. "You should have heeded the warnings," it hissed, reaching out a skeletal hand toward him. Jonathan's scream pierced the night, but it went unheard in the howling wind and crashing thunder outside. Ravenswood, once a peaceful haven, had succumbed to the terror that had plagued it for centuries. The malevolent entity had claimed another victim, leaving only dread and despair in its wake. As the storm raged on, the town remained cloaked in darkness, its secrets buried beneath layers of fear and uncertainty, waiting for the next ill-fated soul to cross its path.